Hello everyone. I will tell you about top 7. Hello everyone. I will tell you about top 7 fun games to play with your dog. Looking for a nice and easy way to keep your dog entertained and out of trouble? Try adding a few fun games into your dog's routine. Playing games with your dog is a great way to keep them active, busy, and out of trouble. And best of all, it's a lot of fun for both you and your dog alike. Looking for a nice and easy way to keep your dog entertained and out of trouble? Try adding a few fun games into your dog's routine. Playing games with your dog is a great way to keep them active, busy, and out of trouble. And best of all, it's a lot of fun for both you and your dog alike. Not sure where to start? Don't worry, we've got you covered. From using a flirt pole to playing hide and seek, here's 7 fun games to play with your dog. Number 1. Use a flirt pole. Looking for an easy and fun way to entertain your active dog? Look no further than a flirt pole. Using a flirt pole is a fun way to keep your dog mentally and physically active. They're especially great for high-energy dogs because one quick session can really tire out your dog. A flirt pole, also called a flirt stick, is a long pole with a rope attached to the end. On the end of that rope is a lure that's used to entice your dog to chase. Flirt poles provide great exercise, and they're mentally stimulating. They're a way to let your dog use their natural prey drive in a non-destructive way. And they're great for practicing some basic impulse control, such as letting go on command. When playing, remember to let your dog win or catch the lure on occasion as a reward. By letting them win, you're making the game more engaging and fun, and that will encourage them to keep playing. If they don't get that chance to win, they can become discouraged and uninterested in the game. You can make your own flirt pole with some PVC pipe, some bungee cord, and a dog toy. If you'd rather buy one, there's plenty available on Amazon. Remember to take it slow when starting out. Using a flirt pole with your dog is very high impact, and it can be rough on your dog's joints. If your dog isn't very active to begin with, start with short sessions and work your way up to longer ones. Word of caution for puppies and dogs with arthritis or mobility issues: if your dog has any joint or mobility issues, I would not recommend using a flirt pole. Because it's such a high impact exercise, it can cause further joint damage, so opt for some of these lower impact exercises instead. The same goes for puppies. Young dogs are more prone to injuries from high impact exercises such as using a flirt pole. Number 2. Play tug of war with your dog. Tug is by far my favorite dog game. It's fun, it's engaging, it's great physical exercise, and it's a good way for dogs to practice their manners, aka impulse control. And if you spent a lot of time training with your dog, I've found a tug toy to be one of most motivating rewards around. When playing tug, just remember to follow this basic rule: the game stops if your dog's teeth touch your skin. Some dogs may struggle with this more than others, since tug gets some dogs, puppies, pretty riled up. If you stop when their mouth touches your hand, they'll catch on that. The fun game stops when I mouth my person. And contrary to popular belief, playing tug with your dog will not make him aggressive, nor will letting him win make him dominant. Letting your dog win makes the game more engaging, and it shows your dog that you're a lot of fun to be around. Number 3. Play Frisbee with your dog. Another fun game to play with your dog is Frisbee. Frisbee is a game I refer to as an advanced game of fetch because it promotes your dog to chase over long distances. A game of Frisbee is great exercise, and it's a lot of fun for dogs that have a natural drive to chase. If your dog doesn't know how to catch a Frisbee, I'd start out by using a soft disc. Traditional plastic Frisbees are pretty hard, so if they hit your dog in the face, they can discourage them from trying to catch it. Practice by getting your dog excited about the Frisbee by tossing it short distances or rolling it on the ground. Encourage them when they start to follow it around and chase. Once your dog is excited to chase it, you can increase the distance and start tossing it. Number 4. Create your own agility course. Another fun game for dogs is creating your own agility course. It's a fun way to teach your dog some new tricks, and it's a great source of mental stimulation for dogs. Using an agility course for your dog is a fun way to give them some mental and physical exercise. I've found that having Laika run through our own little mini course is more tiring than a 2-mile walk. It's that added focus of having to perform one thing after the other that's really exhausting. And while you can go out and buy plenty of obstacle course items at pet supply stores, I prefer making my own. You can use a hula hoop to jump through, some blankets to jump over, and some little mini cones to weave through. If you want to step it up a notch, you can make some agility equipment of your own. Check out these awesome DIY obstacle course plans. Number 5. Use Kong stuffing, puzzles and food dispensing toys. Using a stuffed Kong, a puzzle, or a food dispensing toy is one of the easiest games to play with your dog. It's fun, it encourages them to use some of their natural scavenging ability, and it's mentally stimulating. If you're not a fan of Kongs, check out the West Paw Tux toy, it's my favorite alternative. Number 6. Teach your dog to chase bubbles. One of the funnest games to play with your dog is teaching them to chase bubbles. I had my doubts, but it's one of Laika's all-time favorite games. As soon as I start walking over to the kitchen sink where those bubbles are, she starts to get excited. If your pup doesn't know how to chase bubbles, start by blowing a couple at a time. Point them out to them and encourage them to chase. Catch some yourself to show your dog that there's nothing to worry about, and that the whole point of the game is to get them before they touch the ground. We use bubbles made for kids. They also make flavored bubbles specifically for dogs. They're non-toxic, but can upset their stomach if they ingest too much. And be sure to wipe off your dog's face afterwards because they can irritate your dog's eyes. Number 7. Play some water games with your dog. Going to the local beach can be a lot of fun for dogs, especially those that already love swimming. Don't forget a doggy life jacket for safety. You can bring along some dog toys and play a game of fetch in the water. Just remember to check if they float first. We've lost a few toys in the water, much to Laika's dismay. If your dog isn't a great swimmer, or if you don't have any beaches nearby, you can play some water games in your own backyard. Get a plastic kiddie pool and fill it with water. Many dogs love splashing around and having a nice little pool of their own to keep cool in. Toss in some toys and turn it into a bobbing for apples game. Some dogs go crazy for the hose. I know all I have to do is get within 10 feet of the hose and Laika's by my side waiting for that fun stream of water to begin. But the hose is pretty intimidating for some dogs. If your dog isn't into the hose, they might prefer playing in a sprinkler that doesn't let off such a strong stream of water. Thanks for watching.